So, this week in Parliament, there have been issues that I've been able to raise, again, pertaining to the protocol. On Monday, I asked for and received an urgent oral question, which isn't that easy to obtain, to the Trade Secretary on foot of the US-UK trade deal. And the point I was pressing in regards to the impact on Northern Ireland was that because of the Windsor Framework, any imports from America, just as like any imports from India under the previous deal, will be subject in coming into Northern Ireland to EU tariffs because of the preposterous situation that we are held hostage under the EU's customs code, thereby treating Northern Ireland as EU territory. And I illustrated it with the quite shocking example that whereas the British government has done a trade deal which gives free access, tariff-free, for British steel to the United States of America, the same British steel, if coming to manufacturers in Northern Ireland, would be subject to EU tariffs, illustrating just how divorced the protocol makes Northern Ireland from our supposed position as an integral part of the United Kingdom. And then on Tuesday, there was a major 6-hour debate on the upcoming EU reset summit. And after sitting for 5 hours, I finally got called to make a contribution which was limited by time. And of course, I again laid out the facts as to the need, if we are to reset relations with the EU, that it should be on the basis of respecting the international principle of international law, that any agreement should respect the territorial integrity of the respective parties. And of course, that's the fundamental flaw in the protocol. It totally disrespects the territorial integrity of the United Kingdom by placing Northern Ireland under foreign jurisdiction. So that was a pretty easy case to make. The one very disappointing thing about that debate, and it really is something that I feel I need to draw attention to, there was not a single DUP MP either present or seeking to participate in that debate. Now, there's a party that's told us that despite their sellout Donaldson deal, that they're still opposed to EU law in Northern Ireland. Well, here was the glorious and obvious opportunity to drive that home, and yet not a single DUP MP. Indeed, I was the only Northern Ireland MP to seek and to speak in that debate. So draw such conclusions as you will from that. So this week's a little truncated. This is Wednesday, and I'm going home later on so as I can go to the Balmoral show tomorrow. But I'm returning on Thursday evening for the very important debates which continue on Friday on the assisted suicide bill, to which of course I am vehemently opposed. So I want to be here for that and any votes which results. So that's my week in and about Westminster. Those of you who regularly follow this sort of update will be maybe noticing that I've changed the decor in my Westminster office, courtesy of obtaining some items from the Parliamentary Archive of Art, and I have a couple of new items. I have a print of an original painting of the new Palace of Westminster at the time when it was built, which is quite nice to have. But of greater significance and pertinence is this print, which of course dates from the time or represents the coronation and of William and Mary at the time of the Glorious Revolution. So I'm very pleased to have that in my office. And of course I still have my personalized flag, so my office has got a bit of a different look, but I thought some of you who might be interested in that would be keen to understand the whys and wherefores of what has happened in that